let's get started with the cover page for February and set up the first few days in my daily journal. So if you would like to see what sticker books and themes I'm going for, stay tuned. What's up everyone, this is Priya here. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning. And if this is the first time, thank you so much for stopping by. Here I share tips, ideas and inspiration to make your planner and journal spreads pretty and functional. I'm extremely sorry I did not realize the camera had shut off. And I went ahead and cut 2 hearts as you can see. And I also brought in these girls from the winter elements and the animal print kind of elements from the wild type sticker book. And I have the alphabets from Planything, and the other sticker books were from Live Love Posh. It was a very simple process. I just drew out the hearts roughly using the pencil and cut using my gyro cut. So now this is my daily journal if you do not know. I tried alternating the pages for the elements, one pink and one black on either page, and now I'm going to cut a small part of the page so that black washi strip, which is also a sticker from the Wild Thing sticker book, to just so that it can be a small Dutch door. And we will now come and add some smaller elements from the winter elements and just filling that space that's visible through the hearts. And I think there are some cute elements in here. And I will also go with some more Paris themed ones because I'm trying to make it like a Galentine's Day theme. Even last year I had done it in my creative journal. And with the Galentine's theme, what happens is we have the pre-cut washi tapes from the washi tape shop, and that is such a fun component. I tried bringing in the washi tape, but I didn't quite like how it looked. And because these are much softer pinks, and I'm keeping the elements as open as possible, and I'm rounding the corners again. I'm now bringing the pre-cut washi tape. I will link all the shops and codes and everything. So for the Paris one, this is the washi tape one. You do have the PET version also, but I love the matte finish. So I pick only the matte finish one and the washi tape. The PET is the glossy one. I hope I'm not confusing you. And I'm using some of these smaller elements. See how much easier it is? I'm just layering it just off that heart. And I will also now bring in some more of those clouds and something. This is very soft pink in the colors, and it will be such fun items to add. So I'm just trying to place some of those elements in here, and you will also see how I play around with all the components a bit before I finalize on that. And yeah, there are so many fun things you can bring in. And I believe these are all still available, all the sticker books and even the pre-cut washi tape. How cute is that pink cloud? And the windmill, which you would think is a landmark of Amsterdam, but even there I believe it is. But yeah, these are all nice and simple when it comes to layering. See how quick they are, just bringing in some smaller elements in here, and you can easily get a peek into what is behind the hearts. And now for some fun butterflies. And let me know if you prefer the matte finish in the stickers or the glossy finish, and how have you tested these pre-cut elements from the washi tape shop? It is so much more easier to use, is it not? I personally think so. And yeah, that's she would look as if she's right there in Paris having a fun time with her friends. So that was the look I was going for. And that is pretty much the first round done. You will also see that I later come and add some more interactive elements to the cover page because I did not quite like how it looked. And I'm using this Crayola Super Tips to bring some of the pink outside of the hearts. And I will also try and alternate that. So just bringing in some more. I'm keeping it very doodly. That's the look I'm going for. And this is the Pigma Micron, and this is a size 10. And again, just alternating that. And I think I will stop here. And if you can see, I had to take frequent breaks. I came back, and then it was a bit of a juggling as I fiddled between the multiple sessions and the multiple trips I had to come back to. And this is another set of Dutch doors. I've done something similar in my creative journal last year, but I'm going with something very different. I wanted to bring all of these elements, but then decided to go with something totally different. So I have all of these elements from Planything and Live Love Posh all pulled out. And the journal, if you have not noticed, this is a B5, and I will also take out my bone folder. And this is my B5 journal from Archer and Olive, and my code Priya10 earns you 10% off at Archer and Olive, Planything, Live Love Posh, the Washi Tape Shop, and all the other shops. I will have that down in the description. And these are some of the boxes that we have from Mojo Jojo Plans. Even at Mojo Jojo Plans also, my same Priya 10 earns you 10% off. And just a small disclaimer, I do earn a small commission if you decide to shop through my links and codes. And your support is greatly, greatly appreciated if you decide to do so. And I'm just trying to make sure they are all symmetrically right before I place them down. And I will now use a couple of smaller quotes from this black quotes and boxes from Planything. I'm not sure which of these sticker books are still available to pick up, but she always has such cute elements and accessories. She has lots of washi tapes. All the washi tapes are from Planything, unless I mention it, because I think towards the end I use a couple of the Live Love Posh ones. But mostly the Planything washi tapes are what I reach for most of the time. And this is the starting page. So this would be right in the center, and we would have Dutch doors cascading to both the sides. And this is one side of paper and one side of clear. And this was the fruits and florals. I do not know if this is still available. This was one of the older sticker books. And since it's my mission to be mindful of using my stash, I'm reaching for all these older stickers. So that was on paper, and this one now is on clear. So I'm making sure that I space it right so that it can sit right next to the pink washi, and that actually makes a very, very sharp contrast, if you can see. And that's one of the ideas you can do, right? Even with Dutch doors, you can make such eye-popping combinations So that way you will see how, can you see how quickly that Dutch door came together? And this is the cutter I'm using. Before you ask, I know there are lots of new folks joining with me with every video. So that tool is called a gyro cut, and I do have a tutorial on how you can get started with that, sharing the do's and don'ts, and how you can master it before you know, because it takes a bit of a practice. So you might want to be careful about some of the things that I mentioned in the video. And also I have all the tools linked if you want to pick up any of these, including the gyro cut. And there are knockoffs in the market, so be careful about shopping for the right one, because it makes a lot of difference. So that's next layer all done. It looks like a fruit explosion, but I don't mind that at all. So that is the next side. I think it comes together fairly quickly in here. And it was just a matter of figuring out what stickers to put, and then it came together in, I don't say in the blink of an eye, but fairly quickly. And I love when I can do setups for days straight in one go like so. And we are going for the next side. And if you can notice, it is so easy once you get the hang of things with the gyro cut. And I have, the only bummer was the non-symmetrical elements that I have to handle as I start working on the other side, the symmetrical side. And now let's try and add some elements, because this was from the older releases. So there was some instances where I had used up most of the stickers. So it was really nice to actually see what and how I figure things out, because sometimes you do have to work with what you have, right? So it was nice, that was a nice challenge, in fact. And it is a way of figuring out how you can lay out the symmetrical elements. And this was something I did. And you can see that both the stickers are not the same. And it is totally different colors, in fact. And as you can see, I'm just trying to line up the shape to the elements we have on the page. And have you tried your hand at Dutch doors? I think it's quite popular, and I'm sure you do see lots of inspiration when you check out YouTube videos. And let me know if you like today's setup, and also let me know what themes you would like me to use, especially moving forward. I have lots of sticker books, and let me know if you need me to use any particular theme or any particular sticker book. I'm not sure I will have it in my stash, but it will most likely be. So please drop me a comment if you would like that chosen for next time, because I can always take some help, right? And you see how I'm just lining up that semicircle line there using all the elements we have going on. And this black and white thin striped one is from Live Love Posh, the washi. And yeah, this is starting to come together. And it did take me some time to make sure that, yeah, that was a nice contrast too. I liked it. And that washi is from Finalizing. Finalizing always comes out with great colors and patterns. She has lots of stripes and hexagons and lines. And lots to choose from. And with every release, she has lots of fun patterns and colors, perfect for all the sticker books and accessories that release every time. And usually you can stack my code on top of sales if they are happening, but on subscription boxes, that's not the case. You have to pay full price, but if you decide to shop, if you would use my affiliate code, that would be really helpful. And that's that side of the Dutch store coming together. I'm just using up what we have. See, this was the set that was untouched. And some are on paper, some are on clear, but we will make it work. And sometimes you just have to let go of that perfectionism, because sometimes not all the stickers are the same size. So that I think we could make it work. And yeah, so how is your, are you into journaling? How is your journaling going this year, and how is 2025 going so far? We are, when I'm filming this and editing this, it's towards the 20th of Jan. And yeah, we are almost done with the month. And we are going with this strip here. So I just used only the sticker book. Yeah, the sticker was just jumping onto the page. Sometimes that happens. So let me know how your year is going, and how things are progressing in your planners and journals. I know I see lots of people already losing that motivation, the start of the year enthuse to keep going. Are you starting to lose that? Don't give up. You have a long way to go. And don't let any of the things that life throws at you let you fall off track. If at all you do fall off track, just don't overthink it. Just hop on back. That's the best advice I give myself. So you can do that too. And it is a great way of making sure you are using your planners and journals and focusing on your goals, because that's the most important one. So I'm now using this set of, is it lime or lemon? All the fruits and all the florals. So I'm just using all the collections in here. I've used these ones before, but again, it is the space that determines what stickers we pull from. So just that corner sticker at the corner there. And I also am trying to limit myself with the color choices. And I know you have all the colors, so you don't have to quite worry about it, but sometimes you do, right? And I'm bringing in this lace washi. This is called the Baroque lace washi, and it is from the washi tape shop. And I think it just adding black makes everything pop. So I like when I can do that. I'm just straightening that. Yeah, not perfect, but it's fine. Sometimes it does happen, and I'm going ahead and cutting a bit of it so that it can look better. And for the other elements, should we bring in some more of this sticker book? Maybe not. I wanted to bring that in, but looks like I'm reaching for the I can and I will sticker book. and just two girls on either side, just continuing with the Galentine's theme. And I think that really makes everything pull together. So now we have both of these sides, and I think I will come back to adding some more of the lace washi, which I have used very, very well. And let's go along the sides this time. So just keeping to the edges and doing some layering and some clustering so that we can use it for journaling. I'm not cutting any of these spaces, so let's bring in a couple of the elements. And yeah, I'm just trying to avoid the cluster at the fold, and let's layer some of these interesting fruit and floral bunches or clusters, and it can come right off like so. And we'll add a couple more boxes on the left page also, and that should pretty much be it for the left side. And we'll add maybe one more of the orange clusters, and how simple was that? And now let's try and add some more boxes here. And again, I'm trying to make sure that I have some kind of symmetry going on between the pages. So we will now come and add some floral clusters just at the line. And sometimes I do skip the boxes entirely, but this time I thought I will bring them in. And we will also bring some of these fashion magazines, and Live Love Posh stickers also have lots of these interesting elements, some chic items, some fashion statements, and you do have lots of those that you can use amongst your other stickers. And now to the Planything functional boxes, which are really helpful. And all the sticker books also have such fun illustrations, and I'm trying to bring some of these other colors also, and I'm trying to do some clusters, and let's do some fruit clusters there also. Yeah, a small casualty there. And I will now come and add some more of those elements, and we will now try and complete that cluster. And I think we will do it like here, and I think that cluster's done. And then we will need to finish off with some more of the elements, because all these Planything functional boxes have lots of these colors and shapes that you can use in a variety of ways. And I love when you can, in fact, when it is on sale, I like to stock up on those. And just bringing in that basket tote. And we will also bring in some more of the clusters, just making sure it is hidden behind the other Dutch doors. So let me know how you like this bright spread set of Dutch doors, and let me know how you like the whole idea, because this kind of Dutch doors, especially towards the middle, because I fold the pages, it adds to the bulk. So I don't come and do this very often, but I've done something similar in the Creative Journal, and the full flip through of the Creative Journal should be coming soon, if not already here. And it is a great way of using up a lot of the stickers. That's one. And you also have great possibilities when it comes to mixing and matching all the different elements from all the different shops. Like you see, I combined multiple shops here without any problem. And I think that's a great way of supporting multiple shops if you are somebody like me. And these fruits and florals, I've been hoarding this for a long, long time. And I told myself, I reminded myself that it is time that I used it all up. So, finishing the last couple of pages before we call it a spread. So, I should be done for the most part to my understanding. I've not counted the pages to be exact, but I think I'm prepped for until the end of Feb. Not the end of Feb, sorry, the middle part of Feb. And I like when I can, if at all I had to go somewhere or things got busy, I don't have to worry about my daily journal not being set up, because I like to come and write down when I feel like it, and without having to worry about what if the pages are not ready and I don't have, usually the people, the all of you from my YouTube family and my Facebook family do reach out and ask if everything is okay if I'm absent for a few days. That's such a lovely gesture, and I really appreciate all the love that you guys showered on me. And please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification if you haven't already. I can't wait to meet more folks in the YouTube community and the YouTube family. The family is growing, and I'm so grateful for every single one of you. And that should pretty much be done. Should we add a couple of quotes? Maybe, right? Yeah, so some clusters will get a quote. And let me know how you like this setup. And if you have done something bright, are you a fan of the bright colors, or do you prefer more muted, soft colors? Which team are you on? I love bright colors, and I'm not sure why people would choose the softer colors. I'm sure it is totally up to their preference. And now back to setting up the pockets, which you will see I get a bit crafty with. And I have 3 patterns scrapbook paper here. And I think I will go ahead and measure what I will need. So I'm just trying to also share how you can measure out using the measuring on the cutter. So I'm measuring 3 inches each. So 2 strips of 3 inches each, and this should be good. I think I used only one of these, but I still had to have that. And I also have my handy dandy paper cutter, the one from Journal Say, which is nice and cute. It's a smaller size, so I'm coming and measuring it out so that it can be hidden under the pages when we turn it. So I'm just cutting that just to make sure. And this is how you do a simple pocket so that you can have some interactive element going on. Just cut off the corner to avoid that extra bulk. Just trying to cut off that excess. And I'm just cutting off at a slanted angle. So now to cutting the second piece. And I'm leaving maybe an inch on either side when I cut the length desired, because we need that space to stick it down to the page. So the bone folder is something really handy for such tasks. And when you stick it, just be careful that you stick only the outer portion to the page. Just stick the outermost layer. I'll show what I mean. So now let's cut a notch on the top of the folder, and I'm just using a 1-inch circle punch. I'll link all the products and tools I'm using. It's quite handy to make a lot of projects, so just do the outer portion of the pocket. You see what I mean? And I'm using a scrap piece of paper to make sure it is glued down, and just laying it down before I press it all the way down, just making sure that it is not sticking out from within the hearts. So that is a bit more down. That's what we need, and that looks good. So on to the cards that I just made. Again, I'm using the very soft pink just for the dusting around the edge, and a bit for the body of the paper. So those will be the ones that will go inside the pockets. And this was not intentional. I had to come and add it to the pockets because otherwise it looked way too plain. And you will see that there's hardly any color. It is such a light pink. But once you start adding the border, the pink actually pops, and I'm coming and adding a bit of pink to the space within the hearts just for a small pop. It's the slightest touch of pink. So you will not see that much of a color difference when it is seen, but it is there, a slight touch. And this is how it looks at the very end. And please come follow me on Instagram. I'll have all the details down in the description. And please come check out all the other videos I mentioned, along with all the tutorials and shops and codes, all of that stuff that you might want to check out. And once again, let me remind you, if you have not subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you consider doing so. It really helps me out with the growth of the channel, and please do share it with anybody who you think will love this. And thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in my next one. Bye.